Now, if you guys out there are like me, there are a lot of computer games that you wanted to play back in the day but never got around to. There are games that you really enjoyed playing but you've lost the CDs or the CD keys or something got scratched and damaged or they just won't install properly on Windows Vista or Windows 7 or whatever the hell operating system you're running currently. Well, I recently discovered something that is hardly a secret in the internet community, a little website called GOG.com or Good Old Games. This is a website that is much like Steam, is an online store that is dedicated to selling you computer games. However, all of the stuff in GOG's library is from back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean up to like 4 or 5 years ago. So not like super back in the day, but they have stuff from the 90s. They've got your Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, all the way up to your Temples of the Elemental Evils, Neverwinter Nights, Diamond Edition. They have like a lot of really good stuff. Stuff that you may have played, stuff that you may not have played, stuff that you want to play. GOG is a really cool service. It does a number of interesting things that I want to talk about today on this week's episode of Captain Jandor Reviews. First and foremost, large library that keeps expanding. They have a big library, guys, like huge. And they keep adding games. Every week, every couple weeks, there's a new game added to the library. Recently, they've been adding things like Neverwinter Nights Diamond Edition. They added Baldur's Gate Original Saga, Icewind Dale. We're doing a lot of RPG stuff from Interplay, all of which are really awesome and you should totally play right now. But the other thing that GOG does that's really fascinating, besides having a big library of stuff that you might not be able to find anywhere else, and that you can then purchase and not feel guilty about because you're not pirating it, is they make all of the games that are available there DRM free. Completely DRM free. You can download these to as many different computers as you want, which is really handy if like you have stuff that you want to bring around on a netbook and then play on a laptop or whatever. And you can theoretically just port save games back and forth too if you really want to go that nuts. Or, you know, screw it. If you just want to have games on multiple systems for something like Total Annihilation, where you just want to play it wherever you happen to be. Awesome. The other nice thing about it being DRM free is that it integrates really well with the modding community. So any of the mods, a lot of these games have really awesome mod communities built around them. People that have made huge unofficial patches that get rid of all the remaining bugs, things that tweak gameplay, things that give you additional high resolution patches, things that modify the UI for higher resolution, additional content. Like in the case of Temple of the Elemental Evil, they have whole new sections of the game that have been added by the modding community. A lot of really cool stuff, and since it's DRM free and you get complete installs patched to the latest patch that was available by the publisher, you're basically good to go right out of the box. The price point is excellent, no more than $10 a game. They keep like an online library for you, so you don't have to manage stuff in multiple like computer programs. You just go right to the website, check your account, and you have a nice like shelf setup of all the games available. Good library, like I said, and overall it's just a really handy service. I found a lot of games that I really wanted to play but never got around to that I've downloaded and booted up on my netbook, which can run most of these old games surprisingly well. And I have like my little like DS for the hardcore computer gamer running around when I'm not doing work on it. It's a fantastic little service. I recommend that if you guys have any games out there that you've wanted to play but maybe have missed, or that you know are feeling nostalgic about, or that you want a nice clean copy for, that is set up, first of all, like I said, without DRM and patched to the latest version, but it's also designed to work with Windows XP, Windows Vista, and Windows 7 in either 32 or 64-bit versions. So you're basically good to go on whatever the latest platform is, which is hard to do sometimes with older games that weren't designed to work with the new framework of the new operating system. Check out GOG.com. It's pretty sweet. This isn't necessarily a plug. I haven't been paid to say this. It's just something I've been talking about lately and playing with lately, and I had nothing else to talk about this week. So there we go. Tune in on Friday for a brand new episode of The Grimcast. You guys can check us out on www.thegrimaxis.com. If you want to get in touch with me, you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/CaptainJandor. I'm also on the Facebooks at facebook.com/thegrimaxis. I hope you guys enjoy this week's episode. I will catch you next time, Space Cadets. The other totally awesome thing about GOG, well, everything that I just said.